Welcome to Rogan's Network. In today's video, we'll see how to configure the trunk port. So for the trunk port, when you're dealing with the two switches, then the concept of trunk port comes into play, and the trunk port carries multiple VLANs. So if you are not clear with the concepts, please do watch the previous videos that I posted in the Cisco, because the Arista is actually having the commands which is so similar to the Cisco as well. And the IEEE concept is actually same for every vendors, I believe. So I think it's easy to understand. And now let's go ahead and configure the access port and VLAN 10 and 20 in this device as well, so that the devices in the VLAN 10 can communicate to the VLAN 10 on the other device using the concept of trunk. So now let's go ahead and log into the device using admin, enable to the operation mode, and show interface status to check the interface status. Perfect. And also to check the VLANs, show VLAN, and no VLANs present except the default VLAN. And now we will go ahead and configure VLAN 10, naming as IT, and 20, naming it as HR, exit, interface, Ethernet 1 to 2, switchport mode access, switchport access VLAN 10, and 3 to 4, access port, and then VLAN 20. As we have configured and also assign those interfaces to the VLAN 10 and 20, now we'll check the VLANs. As we see, two VLANs are there. Show interface status, and also it's connected and it's in the VLAN 10 and 20 respectively. Before it was in the VLAN 1, which is default VLAN, and now it's in VLAN 10 and 20. And for the time concern, I have already assigned the IP addresses to the VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 devices. And now let's go ahead and ping from the PC5 to PC6. To do that, I'm going in, ping 192.168.1.4. Able to communicate from PC5 to PC6, which is in the VLAN 10, and also verifying VLAN 20. To do that, 192.2.4. And the access port has been successfully configured. Now let's concentrate on the trunk port. So trunk port is the same as I explained before. To configure the trunk port, we'll go to the config mode. But that, why don't we just check it? Show interface trunk. As you see, show interface trunk. There are no active trunk ports present here, so we'll go ahead and configure one. So interface Ethernet 5, switch port. As you know, the question mark gives you lots of details. We have switch port mode. We can use mode trunk, and also switch port. I think we don't have to just assign any of the VLANs because it's going to automatically carry it. But if you wanted to do, then that's the concept of allowed VLAN comes into play. So we'll do that in the next video or something. So now we'll just concentrate on the trunk port. So trunk port, we have configured on it. Then by then, C, show interface trunk. TRU and K. Alright, so the Ethernet 5 has been configured, and also it's in the native VLAN and it's trunking, and all the VLANs has been allowed by default, and the VLANs present in the domain is 1, 10 and 20 respectively. Now we will go ahead and configure the trunk port on the other switch as well. Interface Ethernet 5, switch port mode trunk, and to check it, show interface trunk, and it's the same, and it's in the trunking port right now. And now let's go ahead and check whether the devices in the VLAN 10 able to communicate the devices on the VLAN 10 on the other switch. To do that, I'm going to first device 192.168.1.3. You see the traffic goes to the trunk, and it's passing through the other switch, and it's going to the VLAN 10 device. And we'll check the VLAN 20 as well. PC3 192.168.2.3. So we have successfully configured the trunk port as well. So thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video.